Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jen, and this is Many a True Nerd.
No. That's enough of that. No
like
more.
her better.
No, go away. No, she's not. Get out. Go.
But
You're
I
banned
like
from this house
her.
forever. Get
Hey,
out.
no,
Don't
you
come
can't
back.
do that.
Leave Tammy where she is. No, put her back. Dodged a bullet on that one. Right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John. This is Many a
Claire.
yes, Claire's here as well. Claire said, right, this is Many a True Nerd. This has thrown me right off my game now. Today, I would like to achieve one thing in particular. There's this city here, it's called Rome. It's moderately important, it's in the title of the game. So I wouldn't mind having that of these Roman guys who for some reason seem to believe that they have some sort of superior claim to it. Oh yeah, I need to deal with the bloody Scythians. Wait, how many battering rams have you built? None so far. Best we probably just play defensively here. We'll simply move you up to here, and we'll just get you in position to help out. That's gonna be an interesting battle. Luckily, they can't move in this turn. They've not got any battering rams, so we'll simply move those guys round here next turn, and that'll be fine. But there's gonna be a couple of fun battles this part. You know what? Go on. Let's just fight this battle and see what happens. It's gonna be a mess, but it looks like they're actually gonna try and starve me out because they don't actually have the infantry to, try and actually push into these because they literally don't have enough people to push rams. So we'll do it in the open field because my reinforcement army will come from behind me, so we might be able to sandwich them, which might work pretty well. Right, battle is underway. I need to see what they're doing. Are they just going to charge forward? Because sometimes they'll just basically charge their flipping horses straight into spearmen. If there's so many of them, they get a bit on the confused side. You guys need to actually not be on skirmish mode, please. Yeah, just stand and fight. Shoot down the horses. Let's see what happens next. And the answer is they're vaguely flanking. Let's see if I can just get some spearmen over there. Here we go. Some of these guys might get... Oh, no, they're staying at a sensible range. They are staying at a sensible range. Right, let's see if I can just drive them into spears. Because if I can just actually get on top of them, screw it. Go for it. Let's just see if we can get on top of these guys and then just start basically working around them. Some of those guys are starting to break a little bit already. Some of my guys are starting to break too, however. Some of these guys are going straight through here and are hitting the spears behind. So the archers are... Oh, that's the Screeching Women. No, sorry, not Screeching Women. The Head-Hunting Maidens. One of the very, very few female-specific units. And they have been routed and seen off. Looks like it's not going well for any of them so far. These guys are going to do a competent job seeing off these guys. Or if they're not, then no, they're not. Meanwhile, the AI force is actually heading out over here. The chariots have just come in. And for some reason, these guys are refusing to back away. Which is good, because the cavalry is just collapsing. Because if there's one thing... Oh, there goes their leader. There goes their leader. He's on the run. Was he actually... I don't think he was actually... No, he was just a captain. So this is what actually chariots are amazing at. They can just basically just get straight involved with cavalry and just shred it. What else is left at this point? Nothing. Actually, these archers have done an amazing job not breaking, so they've really helped out. Fall back a little bit, though. I want you guys to actually... Are you pursuing? Oh, well done. It's very ballsy of you. Right. At this point, hopefully the remainder can be cleared out by my AI army, because it looks like there's several units of chariots, and... Oh! It's Cleriots versus the Headhunting Maidens, and it has gone beautifully well. Oh, that's just gorgeous. That is just absolutely gorgeous, because the chariots actually have the hitting power and the speed. But actually, if you'd asked me, I would have said that chariots either had the same speed or lower speed than light cav and horse archers. But it does seem like they're capable of getting on top of it. Possibly it's just not great AI pathfinding. I'm not 100% sure. Let's actually send you over here. Start working on all this. Actually, no. There is, in fact... The flipping axemen are still there. The one unit of infantry these guys have is finally actually flipping here. So you guys just basically, yeah, just don't actually bother engaging. Just basically shoot them with arrows. It'll be marvellous. In which case, what's left? Because it looks like, actually, we've seen these guys off with fairly few losses. But we're still taking a knock from somewhere. What's firing an... Ah, there's something over there. You guys, out of position... Just start seeing them off, and if we've got anything left in terms of cav, we don't, to be honest. We've got very little left. You may as well try and see them off if you can. Where are they? They're over here. Get after them. You won't be able to chase them down because it's heavy versus light, but We've got... Oh, that is more archers desperately trying to actually chase down. Oh, that's a good charge right there. But they'll hit some spears sooner or later. I mean, yeah, they're concerned over exposed flanks. Their general has left. They're tired. They can't stand up to this for long, even if they have managed to get on top of some mercenary peltas, which is a shame. They're going to get themselves surrounded. Right, that should be, in fact, just about, yep, just about your lot. I think we've got our first big-ass battle with the Romans right now. Fortunately, it's actually one where we've got some advantages. Well, okay, we've got an advantage. The advantage is we've got reinforcements coming in. The problem is, it's not a great army, and it's being controlled by Alypius the Conqueror, who's a decent guy, but he's also our faction heir. And I don't really want him to die. But he might decide to throw his life, so I can't play particularly defensively on this occasion. I've basically just got to move forward and get in here with my main army, because otherwise this guy will throw away his life. So Cornelius Julius, he is managing, basically it's nothing but a giant line of infantry. There's a tiny bit of light cav at the side, but barbarian cav mercenaries aren't going to do much. There's some piggies who will become bacon and do nothing. And then he is anything of interest. Downright mighty political animal. No, he's a kid. They've sent a young kid down with this army, so he's not got anything special about him, really. But equally, my guy actually is... This guy's kind of terrible. They're moving forward, and I need to actually get some of my chariots over to this side of the battlefield, because they're doing something rather interesting, which is their generals are all the way on their right, my left. And I don't know why their general would be all the way over here, because for the moment at least, I've basically got, yeah, a bit of a free opening to just basically pelt him. All my archers are firing, all my skirmishers are firing. They'll probably get a couple of peeler hits in. Their general's now, he's backing off over here, but he's still here. Why did he go right over to one of the extremes? Possibly he was trying to get over here and like hit these Cretans or something, but it's kind of hard to tell. And they're really close to us. The Roman army is just kind of skirmishing right up to us right now. But as long as they're kind of doing that and not actually attacking and not throwing the peeler, and then not throwing the peeler, they're just sort of going backwards and forwards. I think possibly this guy might be about to get himself caught, but not quite. You can kind of see some javelins in the background. Some of the Roman forces are breaking just because of the volume of arrows they're being hit with. One unit of Astarte is about to run straight into phalanx pikemen. They're trying to reload, but they're actually being hit pretty hard by militia cavalry. So there's lots coming in there. The general's committed. He's basically decided to throw himself into front line. I mean, in offense, he has found one relatively weak point in the line. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to send these chariots around here for the time being, and I'm going to hope this line can hold. It's steady. I'm going to send these chariots around the side and see if I can slam into them. These archers are probably providing some good counterfire. Their general's backing off, but these chariots are going to be beautiful. Because these chariots are going to come over here, then it's going to swing round and hit this massive line. And this line is already shaken. Get it around the side, get it around the side, get it around the side. I just need to make sure I don't accidentally wreck my own phalanx. This might not even be necessary. In you go. Come on, guys. Go, 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 go. I think, in all fairness, it might actually be too late. Like, this... I'm surprised they're giving up this easily. But they do seem to be also you. Oh, in come the flaming arrows, by the way. Why are you turning to face that way? You're in guard mode. You're not supposed to do that. So at this point, my chariots are basically just... Oh. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. That's a lot of dead Romans. Just look at them fly. Look at them fly. And the army's just collapsed. That's just given up. And now, we should just be able to mop up the general. Because he's literally surrounded by fleeing units. Like, his morale is going to be in the toilet. And in they come. Heavy cav. Can stand up a little bit better. But look at that. Even, like, the heaviest of heavy cav gets pretty much shredded by chariots. Even on very hard mode. So the general decided he wants to try and flee. I'm heading into these principes right now. Some of them are trying to regroup. But those guys are broken. So they might decide to actually go berserk down the line. But honestly, at this point, what are the Romans have got left? They've got one unit of Triarii, one of Principes. This has been a very, very good first engagement. Where are the advanced Roman troops? Because we have confirmed Marius has occurred. Yet, where are the new troops? Ah, there's some. Praetorian cohorts. You see, this is what I see Rome do a lot, which is the moment Marius happens, Rome goes obsessed with Praetorian cohorts, and they start showing up everywhere. Right, so we've got ourselves a big, interesting moment here, which is Batavium, which I've always wanted to seize, because if I can just take Batavium, basically, the Julii will have to throw everything they've got at Batavium. I've got the option to get inside. Now, the army inside is basically nothing. The faction leader, Lucius Julius, can be picked off with a couple of Principes. There is a small-ish army floating around nearby. I need to engage and destroy them, and then after that point, Batavium, I should just be able to walk in with my elephant units. Batavium already at 30,000 population right now. So, this is going to be interesting. So I can begin the battle because of my elephants. So, that's nothing major. This guy, however, what do I know about him? Careless, discreet, positive, +1 morale. Okay, so his troops aren't going to break for nothing, but he's a young kid, he's not much of a commander. And his troops are old stuff for the most part. Velites, old Roman archers, bunch of fairly low tier stuff, and some puppies. Should be able to handle this, hopefully anyway. So I can probably pull this force just forward a little bit. Just ready to kind of move against them at this point. And I can also send my chariots around here just to make sure they don't escape. And keep the elephants nearby. The elephants don't want to fight. But the elephants can, at the absolute bare minimum, they can basically add a morale penalty onto the Romans. So I've got some chariots over here ready to slam into all of this. If the Roman armored general wants to expose himself up front and try and rush for the city, I'm happy to catch him with chariots and then follow up the advantage with Greek cav. Because what are they going to try and do? Yeah, if they try and run the gauntlet, the archers will tear them apart. So this could all work. Keep this as, yeah. The general is absolutely just going to expose himself up front. So I'm basically in a position to try and help out with that. In go the chariots. So it's chariots versus heavy cav. The chariots haven't done a great job penetrating, but we've taken out quite a few of them. And he starts running. Chase him down. Chase him down. Pull my chariots out. My light Greek cav should be able to take him out. My chariots can hopefully get out of there before they actually break or go berserk. And now my light cav just needs to chase down these guys. Come on, guys. Guys, your light cav. There you go. They got the memo. And now, not wanted to... What? No. Get after him. Your one job is to chase him down. Stop it. Right. Hastati firing missiles. Just get on them. And at this point, these guys are already starting to... Yeah, they're frightened by elephants. This is why I want the elephants right there. Even if you only got, like, 2 elephants is fine. Because 2 elephants is enough to provide a really big... Oh! Shredded. 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 Absolutely shredded. Surprisingly, actually shaken. Now wavering. Now wavering. You know what? Let's just get these guys onto the next Hastati, because those guys are wavering because they're close to the elephants. Just kind of move straight on. Have I managed to take out the... Wait, what? You recovered and you haven't chased them down? Take them out. They're so weak. Just surround them. In we go. Chariots going over here. Chariots going over here. Chariots going over here. The puppies have been released. The puppies are going straight into the spears. That's not going to work out. These guys are collapsing and they're running, trying to run straight through here. And there goes the Roman general, who I think was trying to cut through my flipping archers, but he may have done a tiny bit of damage, but nothing major. Right. This all works for me. Have you already taken out the gate? Oh, you've already taken out the gate. Right, well... Principes, frightened by elephants. I assume they've already thrown their peeler. Right, no, this is just a tense standoff going on here. The spearmen are being a bit fiddly with me here. They're refusing to line up correctly, because they're trying to regroup. They're trying to regroup, guys. Guys, I need to get into position, like, now-ish. Like, don't stray onto the... Guys! Guys, don't stray onto the plaza, please. Oh, they're gonna get themselves killed right now. Oh, this is just gonna be beautiful. They've nearly got it. Just guys! You guys, I need you to get over here, because there's cavalry. Oh, this is just... Okay, just... This is a mess. They kind of they got spread out, and now they've kind of vaguely gone onto the plaza. But they are killing some cav, but not that many. There's still 88. Okay. Oh, this has gone completely wrong. Well done. There we go. Spears down if you've got spears. It's not the right way. That's completely the wrong direction for the spears. That's wrong too. All wrong. Wrong. Oh, finally. Yay! This is embarrassing. How much of his army has he killed? He's killed like half my army's dead. It's pretty much entirely that guy. Oh dear. That guy was tough. That guy was very bloody tough. Okay, they're breaking now. This is fine. This is all done at this point. This has been such a scruffy battle. Sometimes it just happens. Like, sometimes, like, some heavy cavalry just basically shows up and wrecks your day for no well-explained reason. Just because for some reason it's just today it's ridiculously powerful and can just break everything. Especially phalanxes, if phalanxes get into a stupid position. So finally we've managed to actually win that, having lost like 1,000 men doing it. Luckily, it looks like we're going to get most of them back through casualties being healed, but that was just stupid. And it's going to make holding Batavium a lot more difficult. But on the plus side, we can exterminate 22,000 people in revenge. Let's see if we can draw the attention of some Romans. I'm just going to go and stand in their territory and just kind of, you know, look at them a bit. Let's just see if that's going to maybe draw over one of them. Because if I can just basically pull over one of the armies, one-on-one, this army can have that army. That I'm pretty confident of. So if I can just basically pull their two armies over here, that'll be a good starting point. And if they don't take the bait, well, in theory, we could just put Rome under siege and wait for them to counterattack. But I suspect they might decide they're interested in this. The Romans have indeed taken the bait, as I was hoping they would. One of the armies has advanced to meet me. So Gaius Maxentius, together actually with his factioner, who is presumably not getting involved just because he's not as good at actually commanding, is actually choosing to move forward to attack us. They are bringing forward with them, yeah, some artillery, which I do not have with me. And other than that, and they've got some skirmishes and some light stuff. This is probably not the best. All I need to do really is snipe them off. But never underestimate the actual forces of Rome, never underestimate artillery, and never underestimate heavy cavalry when it's not dead. So I've got a slight bit of high ground. Not a huge amount of high ground, but some. The artillery looks like it's already at the back and drawing up. I need to figure out how I'm going to get to this artillery, because the problem is their line is very wide right now. I should probably have drawn up wider, but then I have so much cavalry, it's hard for me to do that. Probably the best thing for me to do is just send this Greek cavalry off and just try and track it down. There's an armoured general on that side of the line, which probably means that's where my chariots should be, actually. My chariot should be over there. Let's see what we can do here. If he's going to try and chase that, that's fine. He'll never actually make it there in time. The chariots need to get over here, see what's going on. You need to draw up into a bit more of a... Okay, this is fine. This is fine. If they want to do that, you hit them. The chariots are coming in. These guys are coming in over here. We got chariots coming in over here. We got elephants coming in over here. We've got these guys coming in. You just keep running. You just keep running, and you get over here and hit these guys. Please get behind them. Yep, there we go. He's broken. Good. That's just... Oh, no, that's Triarii. I don't want to do that. Right, you get over here. Let's just get some cavalry moving around the side. I'm going to assume this line's going to hold by itself. Yeah, the other general is also hitting our front line. He's been lured in by the actual... by all of this. That's Roman archers. That works for me. You guys get out of here. Just stay away from the Triarii. These archers are coming in. I haven't seen any actual sign of fire yet from the actual the onagers, the heavy onagers at the rear, or the blisters, but normally they prefer flaming shot. What's going on down this side of the fight, by the way? Nothing yet has started. Some archers have been chased off in this direction. You guys, okay, they're at 92. They're Triarii, which concerns me, but screw it. Archers, just focus on them. You head over here as well. We got some Velites. In fact, you know what? You go for these Velites. Chase them off so they can't keep firing. Over on this side, the problem is, yeah, they've not got that much. Oh, in come the cataphracts, and the cataphracts are just going to handle this thing, and then we're also just going to get around the back of you. 22 wavering, 21 still wavering. Just surround him. He'll break momentarily because he's totally surrounded. Come on, finish him off, finish him off, finish him off, finish him off. There he goes. Now he's going to be totally wiped out. Most of these forces are now just trying to flee. That is just some militia lads that are just going crazy. That is a couple of berserk chariots, but they already did their job, quite frankly. You Head over here at this point. Hit these Principes in the flank. Oh, in come the rocks. Yeah, I saw that. I think actually that thing's trying to target us. You guys get out of there. Let the Cataphracts handle this. The Cataphracts can handle some actual Principes, I would imagine, to just charge straight into them, do some good work. They crunch there. You guys get over to those ballistas, and the ballistas and the onagers look right next to each other. That's not the worst thing in the world. The front line is probably taking care of itself. Yep, the one chariot is just naffing off. The front line is safe and secure for the time being. There's a handful of velites, but the archers should be able to pick them off. If you just pick off that general, that'll be great. You hit these heavy onagers. They are trying to... Okay, one thing's broken over there. That's ballistas. Next up, heavy onagers. They're shaken for the time being. The Cataphracts are doing a good job cutting through the Roman armor general. He's making a run for it right now. In fact, actually, probably, I think you should... Oh, no, never mind. He's actually stopped. I was worried we weren't going to be able to pin him down. Is that the guy we've already killed? No, that's not the guy we've already killed, because there's Capey McCaperson over there. Down he goes. Cataphracts just chop through everything. And let's just see if the Cataphracts can also just charge directly into the front of these here Principes. Do a good bit of work there. They're reloading, which mildly unnerves me, because, yeah, you never want to actually get hit straight in the face by... No! Looks like, well, something broke anyway. Focus on these guys. They're wavering because there's broken stuff all around them, and they break immediately afterwards. Right. We've taken out their artillery, which is good, because this isn't going to be the final victory against Rome, of course. This is just the first strike. And actually, once this is done, I need to actually keep as much alive as I can, because there's a very real possibility... Once this is done, the second army, which is the tougher one, will immediately come and fight me. And if they decide to do the same thing on the same battlefield, I'm not going to have high ground because there's no good high ground around here. So I need to, yeah, try and keep as much alive as I can in a perfect world. You guys, get over here and hit these bastards. You guys, get over here and hit these bastards. That breaks. These guys are shaken. In come the Cataphracts in the rear. And if we're very lucky, even though these are Triarii, I should probably just get these guys out of there, to be honest. Shaken, wavering. Hit him in the back, hit him in the back, hit him in the back, hit him in the back. Come on, hurry, 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 hurry. I need something to be... And there we go. They break. Good. I'd like to take the Triarii out because I've got a fair bit of good cavalry strength. Between the Cataphracts and the elephants, I'm in good shape right now. Other troops are just... These archers are just pursuing... Which is beautiful. And with the Triarii done, the Romans have been chased off the field. And our losses have been relatively minor. Let's see how good we actually managed to pull that off there. Yeah, okay. So, we've only lost about 500 men. They've been reduced to, broadly, 200 survivors, including both of the generals dead. Now, there's a chance the next army will come straight up. No, they have decided against. The pain train has arrived! The Julii have got one full stack besieging Batavium right now that's about to attack. They then have a near full stack, a near full stack, a full stack, and then two more full stacks just arriving from the rest of the Empire, just heading at Batavium. The Julii pain train has very much officially arrived. We have defeated one Roman army, and we're almost ready to head to Rome. How many settlements do we actually have? Right now, by the way, we've got 45 regions under our control. When Rome falls, that becomes 46. But the next time we get to Rome, we've got some... Yeah, we might actually have the final part. It could theoretically be the finale of Rome next time. We might look to wrap up Rome, because if I can get this force to storm Capua, that's a 47, with Rome acting as the 46th. Then I just need to actually find 3 more territories to capture. Now, capturing 3 territories across either Africa or Sicily should not be the most difficult thing in the world. So I think we could potentially look to be wrapping things up thanks to this lovely big army that I could actually redirect over to Sicily and have this army just smash the hell out of Sicily. But before we get to that, we've got some interesting fights, which is we've got a damaged and already not exactly the best tech army I've got hanging out here at Rome, and the best army that Rome has got is going to try and stop me. However, I do have some high ground I might be able to fall back to here, so I might be able to actually hold them on the high ground. Meanwhile, all I need to do really is hold Batavium against the Julii, because this is going to keep the Julii out of interfering in southern Italy long enough for me to secure enough of the world to have won the long victory. So, that is going to be interesting. Surviving so many Julii armies, that's amazing. So, we'll wrap things up there. But in the meantime, I've been John.
I've been Claire.
This has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Rome Total War, the live stream. Thank you very much, and good night. This is the face of death, okay? This is what my sudden death looks like. Do not engage before we arrive. Do not engage. What are you doing? I specifically said don't. Oh, no.
No, John.
Oh, he likes that. The Romans touched me.